Are you sick of staring at a blank page, just trying to figure out how to start that one perfect email? Or maybe you're drowning in these super long documents that you just don't have time to read. Well, guess what? We're going to change all of that today. We're going to dive into how you can use AI, especially tools like ChatGPT, to totally transform your daily office grind.
Yeah, this probably looks a little familiar, right? On the left, you've got the old way. You're stressed, you feel overwhelmed, you're just stuck. But on the right, that's the new way. You're calm, you're in control, and notice you're editing, not struggling to start from scratch. That's the huge shift we're talking about.
So how do we make that happen? It all starts with this one big mental shift. It's about going from doing every single little tedious task to directing your AI assistant to handle them for you. You're not replacing your job, you're just offloading all the grunt work so you can finally focus on the high-level strategy. You're basically getting a promotion to director.
Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll introduce you to your new AI assistant. Then, we'll jump into how to craft the perfect message, how to turn all that data into actual decisions, and then how to automate your workflow. And finally, we'll put it all together to show you what your upgraded workday looks like.
First things first, let's properly meet your new AI assistant. Honestly, the best way to think about it is like having a 24/7 intern. You know, one who never gets tired and who handles all that initial messy drafting and organizing. It gets the raw material on the page so you can come in and just focus on adding that final expert polish.
And if you remember one thing from all of this, let it be this. You are the editor. The AI is the drafter. You always have the final say. You're the one in control. The AI works for you, not the other way around. That's absolutely crucial.
All right, let's get our hands dirty with the first practical skill set, crafting the perfect message. This is all about finally conquering that dreaded blank page and learning how you can fine-tune your tone for pretty much any situation.
Now, here's the secret sauce. It's this formula. See, a lazy prompt like, write me a professional email, is going to give you a super generic, boring result. But a smart prompt, one where you specify the tone, the audience, the topic, and the key details, that gives you a draft you can actually use instantly. Specificity is your best friend here.
And get this, it's not just about that first draft. Think of the AI as a set of tone sliders, like in a recording studio. Is your message coming off a little too harsh? Just tell it, hey, make this more polite or make it more friendly. Need to get straight to the point? Ask it to be more direct. You can literally calibrate your message until it's perfect long before you ever hit send.
And this right here shows you the power of that. I mean, look at the email on the left. It's kind of frustrated, a little unprofessional. We've all been there. But with one simple prompt, something like rewrite this to sound polite, professional, and customer-friendly, bam! You get the polished, effective version on the right. This is a total game changer for how we communicate at work. Okay, next up, from data to decisions. We're going to talk about how to escape that feeling of information overload and, on the flip side, how to use AI to spark new ideas when you're feeling completely stuck. So, you can stop spending hours and hours scanning through long reports or those never-ending email chains. From now on, you're the analyst. You just feed all that text into ChatGPT and ask for exactly what you need. A quick one-paragraph summary? A bulleted list for your boss? Or maybe just the action items? You can pull out what matters in seconds, not hours.
But what about when you're the one who has to come up with something new? Well, you use the expansion technique. It's a super simple three-step process. First, you ask the AI for a whole bunch of ideas, say 10 of them. Second, you select the one that you actually like the best. And third, you tell the AI to expand on that specific idea. Just like that, you'll never run out of great ideas again.
Okay, so we've got these individual skills down. Now for the really fun part. Let's look at automating your workflow. This is where we put it all together to handle more complex stuff and save a ton of time. Here's the perfect example. Meeting follow-ups. Right? Instead of sitting there manually typing everything up, you can just dump your raw, messy, disorganized notes straight into the AI. It processes them instantly and spits out these perfectly structured documents, a clean agenda, a clear list of action items, and it'll even draft the follow-up email for you. This recipe card is a great way to see how it all comes together in one powerful prompt. You're telling the AI everything it needs to know, the tone you're going for, gratitude, the formatting you want, a list, and the clarity you need for those action items. It's literally like giving your assistant the perfect set of instructions every single time. So, let's bring it all home. Your workday, upgrade it. When you boil it all down, it's about building 5 key habits into your new workflow.
So let's quickly recap those 5 game-changing habits. You now know how to draft instantly so you never face a blank page again. Rewrite to get your tone just right. Summarize any long document in a snap. Generate endless new ideas. And finally, extract clear action items from even the messiest notes.
And you know what? To make this super easy for you, here it is. The Master Prop Cheat Sheet. These are the 4 core formulas you're going to be using every single day. Seriously, I would take a screenshot of this slide and keep it on your desktop. It's that useful.
Because when you really start using these techniques, this is the result. It's not a small change. Your workday is truly, fundamentally upgraded.
You effectively have a new employee, a tireless, brilliant assistant who's ready to work for you around the clock. The only thing left to do now is to actually start putting your new assistant to work.
So, I'll leave you with this final question. When you look at your to-do list for tomorrow, what's the very first task you're going to delegate?